Okay, wait, so I'm telling you guys a story. So his dad ended up, like, going off to the moon and blew up, the rocket ship blew up. And then the gecko inherited Australia. Oh wait, no, his brother inherited Australia. But then he got nothing, alright? And like, fucking, there was like this bandicoot, you know, and he was like the real shit back then. And then this gecko, his name is Gex, by the way. This gecko is like, man, fuck these guys. I'm just gonna eat Doritos and be a pro gamer. And so he decided to be a pro gamer. And his mom bought NASA and his brother bought Australia. Oh, okay. Well, this story is non-canonical. I'm just fucking, this is an alternate reality story. But yeah, so his mom bought NASA and his brother bought Australia. His dad blew up in a fucking thing. Anyway, so Gex decided to be a pro gamer. And, he wanted to get sponsored. And so, he got sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. But it turned out that Raid Shadow Legends was like a fucking conspiracy. And they were all running experiments on people to turn them into frogs. And they wanted to turn everyone into frogs by indoctrinating them into their you guys realize I'm just spewing nonsense, right? I'm just spewing nonsense, and I'm waiting to see how long it goes until someone says, what the fuck are you talking about, Sky? Is no one gonna question my sanity right now? Alright, I'll keep going. Don't question my sanity. Anyway. Nope. Alright, thanks, Shara. Thanks, I don't question it. Anyway, so, the Raid Shadow Legends. You want to hear more? Okay, this is a bedtime story for you guys. This is a bedtime story. So anyway, Red Shadow Legends was a conspiracy run by the Frog Lord, who is also the Glob Gob Gab Glab, and he just wanted to turn everyone into frogs, but his experiments were failing and they were turning into Glob Gob Gab Glabs. And so, thanks, Dev. So, you know, Gex was like, I gotta stop this, I can't let this happen. But then, then Gex went into the lab, right? He went into the lab, because he wanted to stop the evil doctors from experimenting on, the gamers. And they were feeding them these energy drinks called Frog Hop, and it turned them into monstrosities. And so Gex was like, I'm gonna stop them. But then when he got there, he realized, like, I actually don't really give a shit and no one's paying me to do this, so he turned around, and then the doctor guy was like, you really not gonna stop me? And Gex was like, no, I don't care, you can turn people into frogs, just don't fuck with me. And he's like, cool, do you want to be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends? And he's like, hell yeah. And so that is how Gex became a pro streamer, because you guys know, when you get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, it means you're a pro streamer. So Gex became a pro gamer, and he started doing the League of Legends circuit, and competing and pro gaming stuff. No, I can keep going. And so he kept doing the League of Legends tournaments, and he was doing really well. His KD ratio was out of this world, and his ultimate goal, he found out that Crash Bandicoot was also becoming a pro gamer, and he fucking hates Crash Bandicoot. Gex doesn't like him, because Crash Bandicoot is a show-off bitch, and Gex wanted to prove to him that he's a better gamer than Crash Bandicoot. And Crash Bandicoot's a dumbass, but what Gex doesn't play fair. So this is one night before a big tournament, Gex decided to find Crash See how long I can go. Okay, oh yeah, Spyro needs to come in too, you're right. So, it was the day of the big tournament, and, you know, they're all at this convention or whatever, because they're staying at a hotel for the tournament event thing. And then Gex is like, I know that Crash is a fucking idiot, so I'm gonna play a trick on him. So Gex dressed up like a sexy female Bandicoot, and Gex was like down the hallway like, ooh, Crash, come here. And then Crash was like, whoa! And so Crash like walked into the room, but then Gex like fucking, he turned into he undulated so much that he turned into an amalgamous glob, a slime, and then he slid under the door when Crash was distracted, and then he slammed the door shut and locked it from the outside, so he stopped Crash from entering in the tournament. And then Gex was like, I am a fucking genius. But then he was like, oh shit, but now they're gonna know that he's gone and he can't compete, so I have to make a fake Crash to win the tournament. So Gex went back to the Raid Shadow Legends doctor, because he was a mad scientist, and Gex was like, I'm in this gaming tournament, I need you to make a robot Crash, but don't make him too good at the game, because I have to beat him. And the doctor was like, yes, but at what cost? And Gex was like, I'll give you my tail, it grows back. And the doctor was like, hell yeah, I want your tail. And so, Gex... You guys are all listening to this. And so, the doctor created a robotic Crash Bandicoot called Mash Schmandicoot. And Mash Schmandicoot, when Gex brought him to the hotel, Gex thought this is just a robot. This is just a fake thing. It's just a cyborg. And it turns out that Mash Schmandicoot actually had a soul. He was sentient. And Mash Schmandicoot kept questioning things on the way. He kept saying, like, why am I here? What is life? And then Gex was like, shut the fuck up, you're gonna play this game, League of Legends, and you suck at it, by the way. And so I can beat you. And Smash Mandicoot was like, I don't understand. Like, I don't want to play a game. I want so much more out of life. I want to garden. I want to grow vegetables. And Gex was like, shut the fuck up, Smash, whatever the fuck your name is. I'm gonna beat you in this game. And so he threw Smash Mandicoot against his free will into the little chamber with the game system. And poor Smash Mandicoot sat there staring at the game, and of course he didn't do very well in the tournament because, you know, he didn't want to, and he also was programmed to perform very poorly at League of Legends, so he ended up losing, and everyone else in his team was so mad. They were like, Crash, you seem weird tonight. Why are you made out of metal, and why are you talking about growing vegetables, and why do you seem actually somehow so much smarter than usual? And especially Coco Bandicoot, she was like real pissed. She was like, Crash, you fucking idiot. And then Mash Mandicoot was like, yeah, I know, isn't this sad? It's extreme close-up. Mash Mandicoot was like, I want so much more out of life. I want to be free. I want to be free. What is it? What is it to be alive? What is it to have a soul? And he started to question these things. And so, Mash Mandicoot left. He put down his gaming jersey and he left, and he said, I'm out. And he went on a journey to find himself. And he walked for 69 days and 69 nights in the deserts of Arizona to try and find what his meaning was in life, what it was to be alive. And on his journey through the desert, of course, he was able to do that because he is, of course, a robot. He's an android. And he does not need to eat or breathe, so he was able to function quite fine in the hot desert in Arizona. Anyway, so he went on this journey, and as he was out walking, he found this egg in the sand, and he was like, what is this egg? What does it mean to be alive, egg? And so he picked up the egg and he started rubbing the egg, and out of the egg came Big the cat. And Big the cat this is an anime, and Big the cat popped out of the egg, and Big the cat said, you
Froggy?
have Froggy.
Froggy!
And Mash Mandicoot said, really, is that so? Is it really Froggy? Is that the meaning of all things? And Big the cat said,
Froggy!
And so, Big the cat, just like that, he poofed and disappeared into the air. And Mash Mandicoot said, you're right, Froggy is the way. All of this time, I must find my way back to my creator. And so he went back to the Raid Shadow Legends headquarters, which is also, it turns out, actually owned by Jeff Bezos. And it also turns out that Jeff Bezos is an android who wants to turn the world into frogs, because he wants to make them just kind of like mindless frog consumers who buy all of his products, and also like frogs can't say no, so they'll buy anything without questioning it. Anyway, so he went back to the Raid Shadow Legends / Jeff Bezos Evil's headquarters, and he was like, I found out the meaning of life, he said to his creator. You're my creator, right? And then Jeff Bezos said, yes, son, I am, to Smash Mandicoot. And Smash Mandicoot said, I realized the meaning of life is froggy.
Froggy.
I found it in the desert. And Bezos said, you'd be right. That's why I'm going to turn the entire world to frogs, so that everyone will buy my products and they won't question their decisions. They will all become my mindless consumer slaves. And Smash Mandicoot said, wait, I don't understand though. Why would you turn them into frogs? And then Bezos said, because frogs are slimy and good, and they're kind of cute. But Smash Mandicoot said, no, ape together strong. And so Bezos thought, he pondered, and he pondered. And as he pondered, the wiring in his deviant android head started to buzz because he couldn't understand. How can ape together be strong? How can this be? Maybe Smash Mandicoot was right this whole time. And Bezos started to malfunction, and he started to break down, and he wasn't making any sense. And then all of a sudden, an alarm went off in the facility, and it was like a self-destruct sequence because the Jeff Bezos robot was failing, and it was the 36th version of Jeff Bezos, so it was the last one. And anyway, as soon as it started to malfunction, the whole warehouse was going to blow up. Jeff Bezos was questioning his reality, and the whole thing was starting to explode. And it was a countdown. And Smash Mandicoot said, "I have to leave. I don't want to blow up. But why? But why? What is the meaning of all this?" And then he heard from a corner a ribbit and a croaking, and he saw cages full of little frogs, innocent, wonderful little froggies, and they were all like, help me please, I don't want to blow up, Jeff Bezos is evil. And then Smash Mandicoot was like, this is why I was put here on this planet, to save these poor humans that were turned into frogs by playing Raid Shadow Legends, which is also somehow connected to Jeff Bezos' evil empire plan to turn everyone into frogs to get them to buy things on his Amazon and take over the world. And so Smash Mandicoot he used his powers of smashing, the powers that he got from being a robotic clone of Crash Bandicoot, and he smashed all of the cages open, and everyone, one by one, all the froggies hopped out, and he was able to go down to the generator room and delay it just in time. But a little frog turned and said, wait, Smash, aren't you coming too? And Smash said, no, someone's gotta disarm this thing by hand, otherwise you won't have enough time to escape. And the frog says, no, Smash, I won't leave you. You're my new best friend. And Smash said, go without me. I'll remember you, and I'll find you in your dreams. And the frog, a little froggy tear rolled down his face. And then Smash Mandicoot said, just leave. Just leave! And then he ran off towards the generator where the explosion was coming from. And the frog was like, okay, and the frog hopped away. I'll never forget you, Smash Mandicoot, Smash Man. And then all of the frogs, all 259 frogs, escaped that day. And although they never turned back into their human form, they started their own frog civilization of sentient, intelligent amphibians, and they lived peacefully away from the shackles of the Bezos android empire, and they started a new life, and they worshipped Smash Mandicoot as a deity, and as a savior to all of them. The end. You listened to the whole thing. I love you guys so much. We gotta make a highlight.